Hold up. Yeah.
Hello boys and girls, we are back again for our Premier League predictions game week 7. However, before we start this video, look what I've got here. FIFA 20 right in my hand here, you know what I mean? Just want to let you guys know, if you want to go out and get it, don't go Sainsbury's and get it because they ask for ID. Now, when I went there and got it, yeah, let's just say I was a bit peed off the fact they asked for ID because it didn't say on the website. I went there a year ago and got it and I was 15, I'm 16 now, and they asked for ID and I got into an argument. I was like, why do I need ID? I went up to the, I went up to the woman and asked for the manager, and I just asked him, why do I need ID? And he just gave it to me anyway. It cost me 50 quid in that, you know, just like any other FIFA game and that, nothing cheaper, no deals. But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, don't go to any Sainsbury's to get it, unless you're going to persuade them and sort of, you know, call the manager and just sort of ask questions and that. And, you know, they may give it, who knows, they fortunately gave it to me, but, yeah, that's all I can pretty much say. So maybe order it online or go to a game shop and get it, or go to maybe another store such as Tesco's or Aston. Maybe they won't ask for ID there at all, but don't go to Sainsbury's and get it. That's my advice. However, we're going to get straight into the first game of the week, you know, prediction and that. Obviously, it is, I believe, Sheffield United v Liverpool. I'm not going to react to my last week predictions. I didn't do well at all. There's no real point, you know. I might as well just let you guys see it. I might as well just sort of, you know, react to them behind the, you know, the scenes and that, just to see how I generally did. Sheffield United play Liverpool now. I only found this out yesterday. Liverpool have not got a good record at Bramall Lane. They haven't really won there in a while. I don't think they've won them in the Premier League at all. I'm not sure, to be honest, but a lot of people are telling me they don't have a good record, and from recent results, the last time they were there, I think they lost there, to be honest, like 2-1 or something like that, who knows. But the way they started off this campaign, I can't see anything but Liverpool win. It's not going to be easy the way Sheffield United have been playing. You know, obviously they dispatched Everton last week by 2-0 away at Goodison Park. Liverpool's rivals, so they're capable of beating Liverpool, Sheffield United. Generally, you know, they play as a team and hold them off, but I can't see anything but a Sheffield United win, so I'm going to go, sorry, a Liverpool win, so I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool, judging on the way they started this campaign, like I said, the way Mane and Salah and Firmino have been playing, you know, especially the way they've been playing at home. They haven't lost a game, they've won all their games, no draws, no points, so no draws, a lot of points I should say. But yeah, going to go over 2-0 win to Liverpool. Aston Villa take on Burnley at Villa Park. Now, Aston Villa haven't really had a good start to the season. They're currently in the bottom 3. A big club like them, with the money they spent, 145 mil more than Barcelona, Real Madrid and that, etc. Or in fact, the same as Real Madrid, to be honest. Shouldn't really be down there, especially on the rubbish they've bought and the players they have in their squad and that. That, you know, we haven't really seen, like, you know, them shine and sort of got to their expectations. They've drawn 1 game, they've lost about 4, and they've only won 1, and that was against Everton. So they haven't lost, I think they've only lost 1 game at home, and they drew 1 and won 1, and they, you know, they're very good at keeping clean sheets, just like any home side would be in the Premier League due to their expectations and that. But they need to get a win underway, and I think I can see that happening. I think they need to sort of start off well and just sort of get a win under their belt, and hopefully they can, you know, hopefully they may be able to get a few more as well. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. Burnley, a very good side, beat Norwich last week, but judging on their away form, and Villa needing the points and the pressure they're under, I can't see nothing but a 2-1 win to Aston Villa at Villa Park. Bournemouth take on West Ham United at Vitality Stadium. This game is going to be a close one. Both sides have been playing well. Bournemouth winning their last 2 games back-to-back, 3-1 at home to Everton and away at Southampton in the South Coast Derby. West Ham beating Man United, coming back off it. But I think Bournemouth are at home, and judging on the way, you know, both sides, judging on the record, West Ham haven't really got a brilliant record down there. I think they've only won once and have drawn a few games as well. It's a very competitive game. It's quite a rivalry between the two sides as well, because there's a lot of goals in the games over the last few seasons and that in the Premier League. So I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw at the Vitality Stadium for West Ham for the AFC Bournemouth, especially the form that Josh King and Callum Wilson are on as well, and Molo as well for West Ham. The French striker they signed from Frankfurt. What a baller he's turned out to be, if you know what I'm on about. Chelsea v Brighton and Albion. I'm really confident that Chelsea are absolutely going to smack the Seagulls up in that badly. I think it's going to be a 3-1 win for Chelsea, judging on the fact they can't keep, you know, Premier League clean sheets due to their defence being poor this season so far. But Up front, they got talent such as Hudson-Odoi, Tanny Abraham, and Mason Mount. Also, Reece James as well plays in defence, is capable of getting forward as well. They've got a really, really good young squad, and I think this side will shine. And I think, you know, between us and Crystal Palace and Chelsea, I think we're kind of on the same level, the same points, sort of the same goal difference as well from what I saw last time out in the Premier League table. But if I could be real, I think Chelsea are going to beat Brighton by 3-1. Brighton have not had the best start to the season, dropped too many points, lost too many games badly. They had a good start to the season, winning their first opening game, but they've not really cracked on well at all, if I could be totally honest with you. So I think Chelsea are going to beat Brighton by 3-1. The young talent and that enthusiasm from Frank Lampard giving them a chance will just rise them up, and I can't see nothing but Chelsea win. They need this one. They need their first Premier League win of the season at home at Stamford Bridge. Got a 7-1 win midweek against Grimsby at home, their first win at Stamford Bridge in this calendar season in all competitions. So I think they're just about going to be able to do it in the Premier League against a Brighton side that's not really had the best, you know, I've had a really sort of rough start to the season, if I can be honest with you. So yeah, 3-1 Chelsea. Next up is my boys Crystal Palace. We take on Norwich City at home. I'm thinking right now, and I can't see. I don't know. I mean, the way we threw it against Wolves and the criticism some players have been under, such as Benteke. I'd never want to see him in the Palace top again. That was absolutely disgraceful, that performance. Generally, just really wound a lot of Palace fans up. I remember my dad, as soon as that goal went, and he just stormed out the ground. He was angry, he was fuming, and he just told me afterwards how upset Ayew must have been over Benteke, like, you know, coming on. You know, if I was Jordan Ayew in that predicament, I would have been absolutely pissed off, to be honest, because let's be real, he's never going to score for us. We've seen it too many times. It's been going on for over 2 years. It just can't get any worse, can it? I don't even know what's the point of even bringing him in the side and putting him on the bench. Bring Wickham in, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Bring a youngster in, someone who's, you know, who's hungry for goals and that, etc. Benteke, guy gets 145k a week more than Ozil. No, so not Ozil, more than Gabriel Jesus and Sadio Mane and Pukki, who have done more than he has in literally 2.5 years. That's how bad the guy's been. I'm going to go over 1 or draw for this game. Norwich know they need to win. Their away record's not fantastic. Our home record isn't either. So, yeah, I'm not going to say we're going to batter Norwich. I'm going to respect Norwich. I think they're a very good side, especially the fact they beat Man City. Obviously, they lost to Burnley last week, but that happens, you know what I mean? I think Norwich know they need to win, or at least stay in a point. I can't see anything but a draw. It's not going to be an easy game for both sides. And if we can, not unless we improve our finishing, I can't see anything but a draw, if I can be honest with you. So a 1-1 draw at Selhurst Park. Tottenham take on Southampton. Now, Tottenham, I mean, they're bottle jobs, absolutely bottle jobs. Pochettino, I personally think they need to be sacked. Needs to be sacked in that. And selling Eriksen was a massive. Not selling Eriksen. Oh, sorry, my bad. Not selling Eriksen was a massive mistake as well. Southampton, you know, obviously they lost to Southampton, so it's a Bournemouth last week. I can't even fucking talk straight in that. They lost to Bournemouth last week at home badly, but they did beat Portsmouth 4-0 against, you know, in a South Coast derby and that, so that was a good win. I can't say, I'm actually going to go for 1 or draw for this game. You know, Tottenham, they need the win, but I don't think they're playing for their manager. I personally do not think they're playing for their manager at all. They turned up against us when they beat us 4-0. So who knows what's going to happen in this game. I can't see anything but a 1 or draw. I think Southampton will be well up for it. It's a new ground, a new experience, but as well. So who knows what's going to happen. Tottenham need to win, but the confidence that side has is just not on at the moment. So I can't see anything but a 1 or draw for this game. I think Southampton will be well up and, you know, just sort of, you know, I think they know they need a point. They're capable. They've got a point against United. You aren't, you know nothing, you know, just kind of the same compared to Tottenham, if I could be honest. So yeah, I'm going to go for 1 or draw. I think Southampton will be well up for it. Tottenham lost, you know, just lost to Leicester last week, let a 1-0 lead slip. I mean, to be fair, the VAR sort of kind of screwed them up, to be honest, but still, you can't really afford, you can't, losing to Leicester, it's no excuse for clubs like a club like Tottenham with the money they have and the expectations and the new stadium and experience that team has got. So yeah, I'm going to go for 1 or draw for this game. Game is already a relegation battle. The bottom two, Wolverhampton Wanderers at home to Watford. Now, if I can be real, I think Wolverhampton are going to beat Watford by 3-2. It's going to be a very high scoring game. I think Wolves will be up for it. They know they need to get their fans back. After their last home game, their last 2 home games, 5-2 home to Chelsea and a 1-0 loss in the Europa League to Braga, for God's sake. So let's be real, they need to get themselves under a good start. Got a point last time out against us boys Palace, who bottled it. I think if they win today, they'll just kick their season off and just sort of, you know, get their expectations high. I think the Europa League has cost them and put them down a bit in the league table, but I think they're too good to go down. Watford, who knows what's going to happen, but Watford have just not been good enough. I mean, going forward, they look a threat. They've only had one decent performance, that was against Arsenal, but when you lose 8-0 to Manchester City, when you're 5-0 down in under 20 minutes, you've got problems. You've got problems, so you're not good enough for the league. Yes, they got a new manager in, Kike Sanchez-Flores, returning back to his former club. I don't know how it's going to go, to be honest. I just can't see nothing but Wolves beating Watford and, you know, getting their season off back to a high, just like last season, to be honest, when they finished 7th in the league. Moving on to the 5:30 kickoff. It's a very entertaining one. Everton take on Manchester City. Man City are going to win this by 3-0, and here's why. Everton are in the same predicament, spent a load of money, got a manager who's just not, the results has just not been good enough. 2-0 home to Sheffield United. A club like Everton, with their expectations and the pressure that they're under, it's mountain, it just keeps growing and growing, it's just not good enough. City beating Watford 8-0 last week and playing Everton, and Everton's side who look shaky in defence, haven't really got a clue, all over the place in general, not really been doing too well. The results have not been coming back-to-back defeats as well. Bournemouth away and Sheffield United at home, like I said. City are going to batter them and they're just going to be more up for it. City know they need to win, considering Liverpool playing early. Liverpool mucked that up. City know that they're in they've got the chance to sort of, you know, be going 2 points behind Liverpool. They're 5 points behind them currently now. Title race is running tight. Who knows what this Everton side are going to do? If they bottle it Man City, which I don't think they will, but if they do like draw or lose, which, you know, they kind of can be capable of, even facing an Everton side, they've beaten them many times before, like 4-0 in 2017 and that. Who knows what's going to happen? But I can't see nothing but a Man City win, so it's going to be 3-0 to City at Goodison Park. And I think Marcus Silva will be sacked if he loses this one badly, which he probably will, to be honest. Super Sunday, more like Dead Sunday, looking at this one. Leicester v Newcastle. I'm actually not going to lie, it probably will. Judging, you know, Leicester are third in the league, they're third. And Alan Shearer even said these lot are like no mugs in it. You know, they obviously won the league about 3.5 years ago and that. I'm not going to lie, I think Leicester will be up for this game. Newcastle bottling at home against Brighton, getting a point. They should have won that game, to be honest, but they never turned up. Under Steve Bruce, I just don't think they've got the fans and the players have got no confidence in him. You know, how can you go from Rafa Benitez to Steve Bruce, for fuck's sake? Come on, that's poor. That is poor business from Mike Ashley, to be honest. I think Leicester are going to beat Newcastle by 2-0. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. I think Leicester will probably be 2 up at half-time and just sort of, you know, go easy on Newcastle and just sit back a bit and just ease the game out. Judging on the way they beat Tottenham and the atmosphere and the enthusiasm and the spirit at that club and the fans, judging on what's, you know, judging on like the last season not really ending up too well in that, I think they should beat Newcastle comfortably. And I think Leicester, they're no mugs. Whether they'll get top 4, who knows? But I think they'll get Europa League, judging on the way they started the season superbly in that. And yeah, that's going to be a 2-0 win for Leicester City against Newcastle United at home. Finally, Monday Night Football, the big one, the bold fixture that stands out the most this week, the 30th of September, the last day of September as well, and then we're moving on to October, where it starts to get real tight. The fixtures and the games just keep on coming and coming, plus an international break as well, which I'm just fucking bored about, innit? Manchester United take on Arsenal at Old Trafford, and my prediction for this one, I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. They've got a very, you know, they've got Tierney back, Bellerin's fit as well, Rob Holding, you know, really, really good young defenders. You know, a lot of Arsenal fans are really excited to see Kieran Tierney, especially last night, a couple of nights ago when they beat Nottingham Forest at home 5-0 in the League Cup. He played really well. They're saying he has to start. Even Troops, my man, is saying he's got to start as well. And I'm not going to lie, I think this guy's a very good prospect for Arsenal, and I think he's going to have a really good time playing for the Gunners. And, you know, Man United couldn't even beat Rochdale. Yes, they beat them on penalties, but in reality, in the game, they did not beat them at all. 1-1. You know, I'm looking at their record. They've only won, since beating PSG, they've only won, I believe, like 4 games. Drawn about, 5 or 6, and lost 10. That's poor. That is poor. And Solskjaer's going to get the sack around Christmas time or in the next couple of months if he doesn't buck his ideas up and change the way they're going. Even one of the Man United fans said it on Full-Time Devil, United Stand. You know, Arsenal will absolutely tear us to pieces. They're not confident, them United fans, and them Arsenal fans are going to be up for the game, just like the players are. They know they need to beat these men at Old Trafford. They've had a really poor record there. They haven't won there since beating them in the FA Cup back in early 2015 around March time. So who knows what's going to happen. But I'm going to go for 2-0 win to Arsenal, and I think Arsenal will be up for this game, and they're finally going to get their win at Old Trafford for the first time in the Premier League in a long time as well. In all competitions since 2015. There you have it. Those are my Premier League predictions. Game week 7. Hopefully you enjoy the video as it goes on, and hopefully enjoy the series throughout the season as it goes on as well. Let me know your predictions down and your opinions in the comments and description below as well. Obviously, DM me stuff on Instagram or whatever. You know, last week I did do well. Hopefully I'll do better this week, as I always say. But you know, it's probably not going to be like that no matter. Like, who knows? But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the videos. Grab enjoyed it with Snapchat links or description below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe as well. We're currently over 540 subscribers. Let's try and get to 600 maybe in a month's time or in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully this is growing. My Norwich City vlog will be out tomorrow as well. Crystal Palace taking on Norwich, so stay tuned for that. Football's coming fast and thick. Who knows if I may go to the West Ham game. FIFA 20, not 19, getting that fucked up and confused. FIFA 20 series are coming, maybe coming along soon. Who knows, even a Pro Club series, like I've said, hinted out in a few videos. But yeah, as in the video, hopefully you enjoy it. I'll see you lot tomorrow for my Norwich City vlog. Crystal Palace v Norwich, out soon. Peace.